I don't say that she isn't marketable. It feels like everyone can be ghetto and black besides ghetto and black people.
And this is where I come in. Raymonte is eating them up. Period. Loves Jeray Malay, the girl from around the way, where we have culture, conversation, and community. And in today's video, I'm coming to y'all with some commentary about the drama that's happening and unfolding on Twitter or X. And girls, it has spilled over into the streets of TikTok. Now, before I hop into it, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you like anything involving black people, black body, black skin, black hair, black hair, whatever Solange was singing about, okay? It's the black molasses. Okay, this is what we do over here. Yes, girl, let's just hop into it. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking the video. I appreciate it. You know, you got that done. So, y'all, let's just hop into it. Raymonte is an influencer. He has amassed over 2.2 million followers. If you're not on the Tik Tok, also sidebar, follow me on TikTok. Okay, follow me over on the Tik Tok and follow me on Instagram if you haven't done so already, girl, because I pull up on the DMs, girl. I'll be around. Anyway, Raymonte is an influencer. Okay, he has 2.2 million followers. He has gone viral several times. This is just a little background around him. You know, black young guy. He's really funny. His commentary or his comments are really funny. Kind of just is a regular guy, but he has like a really big social media presence, especially over on TikTok. I'm only saying that because not everybody here is on TikTok. And I'm sure you've probably seen his videos on Facebook, Instagram. You know, if you're on social media and you're black, you probably seen his videos, okay? One of my favorite videos by Raymonte is when he was in Target and a girl was on a girl. She's like, oh, get up, Boogie, I almost hit you. Like, he's really funny. He's a king. Essence ended up posting something onto their Twitter, actually posted an article about Raymonte's success because he recently just had a birthday trip that included other very successful black TikTokers and social media, you know, characters and everything like this. So Essence ended up posting, following Raymonte's viral birthday trip, there's a larger conversation to be had surrounding the lack of brand opportunities for black influencers. Now, we all know that black influencers oftentimes get overlooked for brand deals, and when they do, they go into this whole debacle of how the whites were treated differently and they had other accommodations, and the blacks were somehow only getting leftovers and couldn't even get a damn you know, a hotel room and flight and everything like this, girl. So it's very common, this conversation here. And I feel like Essence was, you know, just using the opportunity to use his likeness to kind of garner some attention and everything like this. So Essence ended up saying something, basically saying that Raymonte was not that marketable because he was deemed ghetto. And maybe this is why he hasn't had the opportunities that he had. Mind you, y'all, okay? Mind you. Not mind you, mind you. This man has already had 2.2 million followers on TikTok, and he's very well known. I mean, he had a little couple of missteps with the Ari cooking show, Ari and Tucson, but he's a young guy. Like, you know, I feel like that was a moment it came and went. We're still following his things. We still like this. So anyway, Raymonte responds with a tweet of his own, basically saying, oh my God, Essence, thank you for the article, but this is kind of hypocritical. You all have invited numerous other influencers to events. Never me. The same with BET. I have a large following and my supporters keep me afloat, so I don't cry over spilt milk. I don't need a pity party or a deep dive into why I'm not marketable. Don't use me as an example when you contribute to the problem. Period. Okay? That's how you clear them in a nice way. Mwah. You can't read the room, ho. Like, you get what I'm saying? And one of the followers, or, you know, maybe he was one of Raymonte's followers, posted this here saying that Essence response to Raymonte would have been beautiful if it read, as we appreciate all that you bring to the culture. That's why we'd love to have you at Essence Fest this year on us, Girl Strip, period. And invite all your bad friends. And we about to watch. And it's about to go up because Raymonte's at, you know, Essence festivals. I want to go this year. I want to go next year. And this is how we talk about, you know, keeping us afloat, you know, investing back into our community and all of these things of the nature. But to go out and say, this man isn't marketable as a black media outlet, only says to white media outlets, this guy's not marketable. Hello? Like, Is anybody home? That was so stupid. You guys, use your common sense. All right. So, you know, Essence tried to clean it up with this long post, child, that they done generated on ChatGPT, girl. They done generated this little old post. It has always been Essence's mission to blah, 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 like this, that, and the third. Super disappointed that the response was to angle of uplifting, learning more about you, and wanting brands to recognize what you bring to the table. Everything isn't for everyone, and we receive that moving forward. Girl, was that slight shade? Everything isn't everyone, and we receive that moving forward. They are trying to capitalize on the fact that, oh my gosh, he doesn't fit the mold. He doesn't fit the build of what's deemed marketable or desirable. But here's the thing, Essence people, and anybody else that's listening, we are, as consumers of social media, moving away from what is marketable. We want what's real. We want what's relatable. We're over this whole cookie cutter bullshit. This is why we're seeing other influencers starting to blow up, and they don't have, you know, everything in 4K and HDR and everything like this, because we want the real. We're going back to we are reverting to the old school way of consuming media or social media by talking for real shit. We're over, hey guys, how are you? My name is, like, we're over that. And Raymonte is a pioneer when it comes to just being authentic in terms of, you know, cutting through the bullshit. I don't have to look my ass. I can show up in my do-rag, pop my shit, and that's it. All right. So before I get into the rest of my commentary, y'all, make sure you like this video if you haven't done so already, because it tells YouTube that we like this type of commentary and comment. And also, I'm a black creator, girl. We always talk about black creators. I'm okay with a shameless plug, bitch. Like the video. So anyway, Raymonte responds, and here is his post. His video response to Essence, okay? Because I really feel like he cleared them. You know, it's not everybody was under his comments, oh, you're burning a bridge. Girl, how is that burning a bridge when this man has already had over 2.2 million followers? How is that burning a bridge? Y'all didn't help me. Y'all use my likeness to, you know, talk about me. Basically, that's like somebody coming over to my channel. Oh my gosh, you're Rayon. Oh my gosh, she finally made it to 10,000 subscribers. It's a shame because, you know, a lot of people aren't subscribing to her because her kids are in the background. Like, girl, fuck you. No, and it's still gonna be in the background, and I'm gonna still continue to pump out my content because me being a mom or me having kids doesn't change the fact that I still want to create content. It's backhanded, and I read you, and stop it. And on top of that, you black. Come on now, Chelsea. Come on now. Anyways, y'all, I'm getting pissed off even thinking about it because some of y'all don't get it. Anyway, Raymonte posted this. Let me do it here.
I wasn't going to talk about this anymore because it was like, y'all know I don't like to drag things out, but the videos y'all keep saying I'm ghetto and da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and it throws me off because none of my videos am I walking up to people selling them empty. They purse, give me everything you got. I don't think I'm as ghetto as everyone tries to make it seem, and what bothers me as a black person, you guys say that I'm ghetto, but Cardi B, who doesn't look like a visible black woman to me, and this is no shade to you, Cardi B. This is no shade. This is just literally a fact, and we're speaking on colorism and all those type of things. She is very, very ghetto. She's way ghettoer than me. She's way hood gangster greasy with me. She was outside with the damn Bloods. And y'all don't say that this lady is ghetto. Y'all don't say that she isn't marketable. It feels like everyone can be ghetto and black besides ghetto and black people. And again, no shade to you, Cardi B. I'm just doing a comparison. My content has always been uplifting women. I've always said so many things about women, like to encourage them and be amazing. And I might make a little joke about a relationship or a boy or something like that. And I might say, bitch, but that don't make me a fucking gangster thug psycho, man. I literally don't get that. I have so much positive content that I don't even say a cuss word in. That is so uplifting with so many people, so many diverse groups, ethnicities. So what do y'all want to put me in this ghetto sad black trope for? I am from the hood. Yes, I am. But I have layers to me. I can have a deep, articulate conversation with you. Stop criticizing me. Another thing, I have always been an advocate for higher education. I have always sent people in college money for food. I tell people to stay in school. Get your degree. I talk to people with their 9-to-5 and say how people with 9-to-5s push the world. I talk about body positivity, all type of things. So what do y'all be wanting to make it seem like all I say is shake your ass, and turn on the damn sheep teeth? Because I don't. So I wasn't going to talk.
As you can see in this video, Raymonte's commentary it didn't seem malicious to me. It did not seem malicious to me. I'm not a barb. I'm not in the Barty gang. I'm not into anything like this. But we all know Cardi cannot not respond. I know a lot of influencers and a lot of commentary channels always say, why is Cardi responding? She's a millionaire. She's a rapper. She don't have to respond to these comments and this, that, and the third. But what you have to understand is Cardi B started on Instagram like everybody else. Okay, this is her domain on social media. This is how she blew up, outside of the strip club. So it's very easy for her to revert back. Hold up, because bitch, I started here and I feel like I can comment. So Cardi and Raymonte go into this back and forth all day long, you know, damn near, about why and the fact that Raymonte ended up using her as a, you know, in the example that he gave, which the example is something that we've always discussed. It is okay for a Hispanic woman, for a Spanish woman to be rough and tough in her Afro puffs, which is not even a real thing because this whole concept of Afro Latina is very, very new. Very new. Come on, y'all. The first real time we started having conversations about Afro Latina was maybe Amara. And the whole, I'm black. I'm very black. Okay, shout out to the girl. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm black. I'm very black.
I'm black.
As black.
I am black. I'm absolutely black.
Who's coming out as Afro Latina? Y'all can say Celia Cruz and everything like this. And although she was Afro Latina was not a thing. That's a very new concept. Although it's not new in real life, of course we know that there are Afro Latinas, but people were not proud. That's what I'm looking to say. People were not proud to say that they were Afro Latina. Cardi B included. It took Cardi to call black women roaches. It took Cardi to say, I know black, I Dominican. It took Cardi to say everything before she came out as, you know, well, I'm Afro-Latina. All right. So Cardi, first of all, started posting like, why are y'all talking about me? You know, I'm off today. I don't even know what y'all talking about me for. This, that, and the third, and blase, blase, blase. And, you know, all of the Barty gang started going under Raymonte. Raymonte responds, what did I say that was harmful? What did I say that was insulting? I use a list of celebrities as my comparison. I don't throw rocks and hide my hands. I literally said, I'm not trying to offend you, so please don't be offended. Why is her name off limits? Like, for real. When talking about blackness in the industry and people climbing the social ladder, when we started making videos just like me. Seriously, that's a real question. Why? Is it because, you know, of who she is now? Like, Cardi has to be mentioned when we talk about colorism, desirability, politics, and hip hop, or let's just say the industry in general. So Weedy, she's another one who has to enter the conversation because Sweetie is not a good rapper. She's not a good performer. And if she was somebody like Scarlett, that girl Scarlett, or even, you know who's really, really talented as well? Baby Tate. Doechii. They're not getting the same type of, maybe Doechii, but they're not getting the same type of public acceptance that a Saweetie would with her pretty privilege and light skin and desirability and everything like this, or what's deemed, you know, desirable by the public, the general public, or what TV producers like to say, white America. Okay, so you can be a spicy Latina as long as you're light skinned and desirable, but you can't be a spicy Afro Latina because then you just a black girl with an attitude. Surprise, surprise. So anyway, Cardi B and Raymonte ensues on this back and forth on Twitter, and it's just really a lot that we need to break down. Cardi is literally like going off and going in and talking about women and this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah. So I'll get into some of the tweets right now. So Cardi responds with, it's crazy because when I became famous, people said I'm ghetto, talk ish about my accent, call me dumb because the way I speak, say I got no couth, talk about my teeth, my braids, my two buns. And to this day, no matter what I accomplish, I still get called a stripper, all because I'm from the ghetto. People misinterpret me because apparently I'm loud and ghetto till this day. Call me a hood rat and all. When I sat down with Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden, they called me a ghetto stripper. Why is it that y'all gotta use me to make y'all comparisons because y'all only see the glory, but not when I get dragged 24/7? Leave me alone and out of y'all bullshit. Now, Cardi is absolutely right about that. But when Raymonte used her as an example of how she was able to climb the ladder quickly, you know, he was making the comparison that he is a black guy, you know, from Minnesota, whatever. He's not really that ghetto. I'm not that ghetto. She's more ghettoer than me. And I think that he was making a comparison like, girl, you from New York. You was outside. You sent Bloods and Crips to go shoot up somebody. You really outside in this life. I'm not really like that. So why am I, this black queer man, considered to be more ghetto than someone who is associated with gang members and in the streets, and I'm not? What is it about me? Now, I think that what's getting lost in translation is the fact that, you know, although Raymonte is queer, and I don't want to say he's femme presenting. I don't know what, like, I don't really even know all the metrics and all of how those things works, but y'all know what I'm saying. He's still a man. And he's a black man at the end of the day, no matter how beautiful or how pretty or fabulous that he wants to be or present. So anyway, Raymonte responds with, the girl, why are you getting so mad at the comparison? I'm saying you are successful and reach heights and visibility that black ghetto people have a harder time reaching, period, full stop. That act just like you. I'm not saying you don't deserve success or how you act is bad. I'm saying that if someone that was my color or darker acts the same way, we will never receive the same award of love. You're being very dense. Sukihana, Sexy Red, and City Girls, the list goes on. You've had major campaigns that ghetto black women and men like me will never get. It's deeper conversation. I'm not trying to offend you at all. Not trying to have it easier. To not think that you have it easier to be seen as marketable because you're lighter is crazy. And that's true. Cardi, at this point, we've been saying this your whole career. What she can say is, you know what, I understand how desirability politics play, colorism, all of these things play, and I'm going to work alongside to help bridge that gap or to whatever. But to say, oh my gosh, I get dragged all the time, I get this and the third. It's not about the fact that you get dragged. That's just like when people engage in a conversation about colorism, they say, oh, but you get better treatment because, you know, you're light skinned, and the light skinned person yells, well, you don't see how I get picked on by white people all day long, and how people talk about the fact that, you know, I'm light skinned and I can't fight and I think I'm white. That's not the argument. That's not the argument. The argument is you get a different treatment in the world because of your lighter complected skin. And as I'm thinking about this, like as I'm slow walking this, y'all, it really is just about being oppressed. It really just is just about being oppressed and knowing that the system, it's the system of oppression that we're fighting and not each other. Raymonte and Cardi B. Cardi B just has a really hard time at accepting the fact that she gains from colorism and that she gains from pretty privilege and that she gains from being a spicy Latina and can exhibit all of the same behaviors that a regular New York girl is displaying because she's from Cardi B and I'm from the Bronx. I can promise you there's a light-skinned black girl somewhere very similar looking to Cardi B. They have the same attitude, the same mannerisms, but she's somehow is going to be this, you know, deemed less desirable and less favorable than someone like Cardi, who claimed that she was not black. I ain't no black, I Dominican. And for all everybody to say, no, Cardi said she's black. Now she says she's Afro-Latina. Oh, my mom is Trini and my dad is Dominican. I'm Dominican. And I'll play this video here to refresh.
Spanish guys, but you don't date Spanish guys at all?
No.
Do you have any idea why?
I guess I like, first, I like dark complexion. And it seemed like every dark guy that I ever like, they're African American or Jamaican. I don't even like people I think that like is my race, just because I like to date people that are different from me. Like I like to date people that are not like me. I like their culture. I already know my culture.
So here she's pretty much differentiating herself as, yeah, I like somebody with a different race, which, you know, I'm not even going to go there because we know that race and ethnicity are two different things. I don't think that Cardi is well versed enough to even know that. I mean, she should now. She has so much money and proximity and resources. She really, really should. They go back and forth. This is a really large conversation that we need to have. There was some conversation about her, Raymonte calling her a Mexican, or the situation with her and Ice Spice. And Cardi B responds, same reason why you feel comfortable calling me a Mexican when I'm Dominican. See, I'm Dominican. Here we go. She not black. I know black. I Dominican. And I asked you why you feel comfortable calling me a Mexican when Ice and Jarrell Jerome, Zoe's out there now are Dominicans, and you don't know, and you don't do that to them. You do it to me because you know that's what people use to hurt me. Same way as you use my name in that video, knowing exactly what you're doing. Now, Raymonte responds with, girl, I'm from Minnesota, and Mexican is not a slur. And I'm just saying you Hispanic. Now, I'm not taking up for Raymonte because he should know better too, and he should be kind of more well-versed on this. I can imagine there's not a lot of Puerto Ricans in Minnesota. I can imagine there's not a whole bunch of Peruvians in Minnesota. And us being from the north, the northeast, a lot of us over here are from the north. Some of us are from the, from the south. I see y'all watching from the south. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I see a lot of y'all watching from UK too. I think that that's really cool, isn't it? I think that y'all have to understand that when you live somewhere like in the north, you know that Spanish people are way beyond Puerto Rican, right? When I was growing up, the biggest population I grew up next to were Puerto Ricans. So I'll be like, girl, you ain't Puerto Rican. And it's like, I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm, Peruvian. I'm Ecuadorian. There are so many things that you can be that Hispanics and Latinos fall under. So going to Mexican from somebody in Minnesota, there probably is a larger population of people that are Mexican in Minnesota. A lot of people don't see past, like I couldn't see past Puerto Rican. It's what you are exposed to geographically. Okay? I want you to understand that. Like I don't really run into a lot of Cubans here. I don't live in New York. There's not a large population in Philly. So Cubans are like whatever. I don't really know a lot about Cubans. Okay, and there's a large population of Cubans in Florida. So when you don't live in certain spaces, and especially like in the South, there's not like where I was living at in Alabama, like there wasn't a lot of Spanish people. If there were, they were Mexican. Period. And once or twice I ran into somebody, not even in Alabama, but they were like something else, and they were like the most exotic thing in the world. So it's like, Cardi, it's enough. Raymonte, you cleared Essence, you cleared Cardi B a little bit, like, because you don't even see what you gain from. Like, girl, it is what it is. You have pretty privilege. Be grateful. Try to bridge your gap. Be responsible with your platform. Raymonte is winning. He's still doing what he got to do. Essence, you're trash. I wonder what y'all think about this situation, okay? Drop down in the comments and let me know who are you siding with. Raymonte? Are you siding with Cardi? How do you feel about this? Drop down. All in all, I feel like Raymonte, a young kid who has a lot of power and influence versus a mega superstar like Cardi B, and who has said controversial things about black people in the past, and now she's getting caught up with you calling me, like, come on now, Chelsea, come on now. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think. I hope you guys are enjoying this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. As always, I'm sending you much love and much light, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.